Who doesn't like an opportunity to make even more money? If that's you, stick around. I find it hard to understand why people are overlooking this simple fact. Now, we know that Bitcoin has taken off as if it were out of a rocket ship the last few days. If we zoom in and we see what Bitcoin has been up to lately, we can see that it's been on a meteoric rise, as if it's been shot out of a cannon. This huge upswing led to its current price of just over $13,000 per Bitcoin. Now, if we take out our tools and measure exactly how much it's risen just since 2 days ago, it's gone up just about 10% in 48 hours. And that's a pretty strong rise. But if we look, since it closed on October 16th, we can see that we're up almost 15%. Now that is significant. But what is more significant is the simple fact that all rallies must come to an end. Yes, Bitcoin is flirting with the moon, but it's not going to get there, folks. It's not going to reach the moon, not in this climate. What I'm doing is I'm selling right now. I'm selling BTC. The reason is not because I don't think that Bitcoin is going to the moon. The reason is because Bitcoin is going to need some time to cool off. Now, things can go high, things can go up, but we know the laws of physics. Things that go up must come down. It doesn't matter how fast they take off. It doesn't even matter how high they go. They will come down. And what we've seen over the course of history of Bitcoin is a few things. Bitcoin has been in this particular position only a couple other times. We look back in 2019, the summer of 2019. I know and remember this very, very well. Bitcoin took off like a rocket ship. But what happened? It reached about $13,000, $14,000, and then it had to cool off. It had to cool off. Now, some other factors affected it. The pandemic of 2020 obviously was a wrench in the cogs. That was not planned, that was not normal, and we're still recovering from that. Now, it's reached the heights that it did before, but it's going to need a period of time to cool off. If we zoom in and see what happened in 2019, you see something very similar to what we have today. A meteoric rise. Here's that candle with the flat bottom. Now, I'm not a technical analyst. I'm not trying to be. I'm just talking about my observations. It went off toward the moon, and then it had a massive red candle. Now, that's fine. That is totally expected. And that red candle is what I'm looking for. Now, I'm not sure what you're looking for, but I'm looking for this massive red candle that's going to follow this trip to the moon. We might get halfway there, but we're going to have to come back and refuel. And perhaps the next trip will make it to the moon. So that's why I am selling right now. If we look back in 2017, 2017 was the other time that we were as high as we are right now. And we see the same pattern emerged. Lots of green, it gets super hot, and then it cools off. Now, this percentage loss is where you could possibly turn a nice profit. Sell high and buy low. Sell high and buy low. This is a way that you can accumulate more BTC in a short period of time. But it takes patience, it takes a little bit of guts, and it takes conviction to do the opposite of what everyone else is trying to do right now. Everyone else is trying to get in to Bitcoin. They're fearing missing out right now. They're fearing that they've missed the boat. They're fearing that these green candles are going to multiply and they're never going to come down. And that's just not logical. Bitcoin has followed a certain predictable pattern over its lifetime. Not to say that Bitcoin is going down to $3,000. I don't believe that. If it did, it would be a rather welcomed experience, to be honest. It would be an opportunity for me to get my bags a lot more full than they are now. But I don't expect that. What I do expect is to see a red candle coming very, very soon. And this candle, I believe, is going to be massive. And it's going to be a massive opportunity for me, and potentially you as well, to cash in much more Bitcoin than you have now. I'm certainly going to be looking to do that because, as I've said, and as our world dictates and illustrates to us every single day, what goes up must come down. What heats up must eventually cool off. What are you doing as it pertains to your portfolio in this climate? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But as always, stay smart. Stay in the black.